All righty. Hey, Darius, it's Les Bowen from the Inquirer. What do you remember about Jim Schwartz from your rookie year when he drafted you, and have you kept up with him in the interim?
We kept up a little bit, but not as much as, because after he left us, I think he went to Buffalo. And then, me and him have a conversation then. We talked for a couple of minutes then, they're talking then. Other than that, I kept up with him, just because of the fact that he was with the Eagles, so I knew about him. So then, but other than that, since he drafted me, all I knew he was just a smart guy with the defense. Very competitive, man. He desires to make sure we prepared to know what we got going on. Prepared, we know the defense, and he just like to win. That's what I know for sure.
Hey, Darius, I know it's been a lot of years since you played for him, but what do you remember about the defense, and how do you think you fit into it?
That he was just a very attacking defense, with his most likely with his front four. If you look at it, back when he was with us, we had a real good front four as well. We had Sue and guys like that. So, I can see it just how y'all got Fletcher, Graham, BG, and so y'all got guys that just, same caliber players. So, I think he's very attacking. He loves guys that can attack and set edges and get to the quarterback, and somebody that's ready to come in and hit, and the secondary that's ready to take the ball away.
So Darius, he hasn't had cornerbacks follow one receiver a game since he's been here. Of course, he hasn't had a cornerback that can play that way, like the way that you can. Do you envision that being what you'll continue to do in Philadelphia?
I wouldn't say he didn't have a cornerback that couldn't do it. Maybe he just felt better that the guys that play that type of way, like that side. Some guys like this only play one side. So we need to go just say he probably had guys that capable to do it, but whatever the defense need me to do, I do it. So that's what me either following a guy or whatever he need me to do. I just want to do anything to help the team win. So it doesn't matter. I've been doing it for the past 4 or 5 years. I've been very, very successful at it, and if they need me to continue to do it, that's what I continue to do.
Do you enjoy that challenge?
Oh, I love the challenge. I kind of ask for it a lot because of the fact that I want the game on me, and I want to help win the game. And if that's the best route to go about is me traveling with a guy, and I do it. But the coach see otherwise. You can say left or right, Slay, however you want to do it. I just want to do whatever to help to win the team, help the team win.
Hey, Darius, at the trade deadline of last year, what were you thinking when the rumors about the Eagles were going on then?
Say again?
At the trade deadline last year, what were you thinking when there were rumors that the Eagles were going after you?
I was just thinking, I heard it last year, but actually my GM came to me and told me they weren't thinking about doing it. So I left it at that and kept on with the day. But I heard the rumors about it, but I just kept playing ball and didn't really pay too much attention to it.
Hey, Darius, how do you see the Eagles secondary right now? I mean, with you, with Will Parks, with Nickel, Roby, Coleman, and everything. I mean, do you see this as like a really fast secondary, and do you see it as something that can be really effective this season?
Oh yeah, very, very effective, man. I plan on playing my hardest. I know the other guys back there with me go play their hardest too. So we just go try to build a chemistry and make plays together, man, and try to have fun doing it. So I can only preach what you go get out of me because I'm the only one that knows himself. I watched some of the guys before, but I haven't studied them, so I can just tell you what you get from me. I'm gonna try to be the best ball hawking guy that can possibly be. Try to turn the ball over as much as I can to get the ball back to the offense. But I've been, since them guys joined us, since I joined them, well, I've been looking at some film, just watching little clips of old games and stuff. So I'm looking forward, and I'm excited, man, to see what it's going to bring, man. I see guys got good leadership, though. I know I can see that for sure.
Darius, there's a perception out there, I know you addressed this before in an earlier interview, that you didn't have your best season last year. Can you talk about the year that you had and you felt you played very well?
Say again?
There's a perception out there that last year wasn't your best year of your career, and I know you talked about this before. Can you talk about it again, about the kind of year that you felt you had for the Lions in 2016?
I mean, I think I had I had a great year, in my opinion. So, I don't know anything about it just because of picks, because I wasn't getting the target as much as I was way before then. But other than that, man, I think I played freaking fantastic. I ain't gonna say like the excellent level, but it was dang sure good enough to make a Pro Bowl 3-peat in a row. And I don't even know, and I'll never be top 10 in votes from fan votes or nowhere. So I got a lot of respect from teams because they know what type of guy I put on film, and I go out there and compete, and they know what I was in. So to fans, I can't, they just looking from a number standpoint, but from film and watching tape, coaches love me. I think a lot of coaches would love me to be on their defense actually. So I don't see nothing like that as a bad year. I think I just had a pretty good one. So yeah.
Darius, if I could ask you about two specific receivers you saw last year, Amari Cooper, you did very well against. Terry McLaurin, probably not as good, and you've been very complimentary about him. These are guys that you're probably going to see twice this season. How do you view your performance against each of them last year, and how do you view the challenge ahead if you do face them a good amount?
Oh yeah, man, I'll switch it up. The Rook kind of surprised me, I had to get because man, he's a lot faster than what I thought on the film. He was a rolling guy, I ain't say I underestimated him, but I like, okay, it's a young guy that can run, so he just gonna run every play. He was a true competitor. That's what I didn't see or notice about him on there. But going against him, and he competed every play. He gonna give his all every play. They had, my opinion, what I thought they schemed us up pretty good at the whole defense against him. They schemed us up, man, kept putting us in a lot of condensed formation that no one played nothing but a lot of man, and had him running across the field. And a guy that's just as fast as him, but because the kid is very, very fast. Guy that's just as fast as him, just running across the field back and forth. That dude took a toll, and it was kind of difficult. But we had a good matchup, man. But I say he was one of my hardest challenges too, though, last year. For Coop, man, say again?
Yeah, with Amari Cooper.
Yeah, man, for Coop, man, Coop was tough. I just got the upper hand because of the fact that I just locked in a lot more harder because I knew what type of guy he was, and what I knew to do to help the team win. Because I'm like, man, if I can stop him from doing this and this and that, we gonna have a good chance of winning. And that's why I tried to eliminate the best routes he had. And knowing Coop been in the league for so long, I had so much film on him, and the difference between him and the Rook, I had too much on the Rook. Rook was playing a little bit, wasn't playing a lot, and then he finally built himself up. But Coop, I watched every little route he had from when he was in Oakland, and I was in training camp with him in Oakland, because we did a joint practice with them. And so I just watched him over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and kind of got a hang of what he liked to do, and just erase what he did best and just try to compete every play.
Darius, you said that you're going to wear number 24 with the Eagles to honor Kobe Bryant. Tell us why exactly and how you went about that decision, and what you said you met him, and what was the best advice that you got from Kobe?
Oh man, I was surprised that he even knew me. I don't know if the people told him you got Darius Slay out there waiting on you for the Detroit Lions, or gave him a pre talk about me or something. I don't know, but the fact that he came around the corner and was like 20 the 30 reporters waiting on him. He kind of walked past all the reporters, everybody, and came directly to me and just like, hey, what's up, Slay, man? Man, I love your game, man. And, you know, he was talking about my style of play, and he like, you know, we just chopped it up for a minute. I asked him to sign my game jersey. He signed it, man. He took good pictures, man. That was like a dream come true. So, man, it was just mostly like a shock experience for me. I was less of words. I had much words to say because I was still in shock mode, like I'm really meeting Kobe Bryant. And man, and you know, for this to happen this tragic past year, yeah, it's been rough. So it was good though for meeting them though for sure.
Hey Darius, playing in the NFC North for so long, you had some really great route runners in that division, Devontae Adams, Thielen, Stephon Diggs. How did that help you to sort of work against those guys for so many years?
Oh, so many, man. I feel most of them guys, I felt like I was very much top 5 in the league. Definitely Devontae Adams. You know, Stephon Diggs was a great deep threat. And Thielen, man, was just a all around type of receiver. Can go deep, can eat a middle route, and do it all. And I had got a taste of all of them, all of them. So they was all different, and it made me work my craft different every time I played them. So I got a lot better going against them guys, man. I appreciate them guys all the time because they came out to compete. We paid much respect to each other. We just out there just trying to get better, man. They were trying to do the best what they can to help their team win, and I was doing the best I can to help my team win. So it was a great competitive, man. And going against them guys prepared me a lot. But like I said, I done seen some of the best receivers in the world, and I went against one every day in practice. So it was good. It was a good matchup all through the years.
Hey Darius,
do you have much
what is
overlap
it about
with Fletcher Cox at Mississippi State when you were there together?
Hold on, say it again. Somebody was going two at one time.
Oh, sorry. I was just asking about, did you have much overlap with Fletcher Cox at Mississippi State? Do you have any recollection of, your defense together when you were together back then?
Me and Fletcher came into Mississippi State together. We both signed there as at our high school together, but, eventually I had to take the junior college route, and he went straight there. So we've been knowing each other since high school. We was all on the same visit. Man, it's a good thing, man, for me to be on a team with a classmate, and I'm looking forward to, man, to go out there and sharing the field with him once again and compete with him.
Hey, Darius, what is it about Kobe that you identified so strongly with, and what does it mean to you to now be playing for the team, that he considered his own?
Say that again?
So what is it about Kobe Bryant that you identify so strongly with, and what does it mean for you to be playing for the team that he considers his own,
I just love the fact that how much he competed, man. He's a true competitor, man. He worked on his craft, and like I believe in like the work you put in, the work you get out of it. So and me knowing who I am, I put in a lot of work into what I do. I like to compete. I work on my technique. I work on my film study. I'm a guy, and he made it look like a guy that he wasn't scared to ask other guys for, help or information. So like everybody was always comparing him to Jordan, this and that. And but you could see the fact that he would go to Jordan and ask questions, ask him about this and not that, and not be on no, I'm competing against you because you're the greatest, so I want to, he picked his brain, and that's the kind of guy I am. I love all the corners, and I don't care if what you do, who consider better, who the best, who that, I will go ask you, man, what did you do this play to stop that? Or I asked him about a receiver I went to go on against, or that he went against, and let me know what he saw about him. So it's just being about the part of doing anything and willing to do anything to be good and be great. And that's what I took out a lot of stuff he did, and that's what I'm going to continue to keep doing.
Hey, Darius, what do you remember about Carson Wentz's first interception? It was late in that game, in 2016 on a deep ball to Nelson Aguilar. And have you talked to Carson since then?
I talked to him. He had sent me a congratulations tape and working to the and congrats on being a part of the team. But we ain't talking about the pick yet. When I first get there, I'm gonna ask him if he still sign it though, because I do want him to sign it.
Hey Darius, what do you think it is about your skill set that makes you such a good man-to-man defender?
Just consistent. I'm just, I could get up in the guy's face for the whole game. I can switch up my techniques from off to press. I'm comfortable at any one I'm doing. And like I said, I'm just consistent, man. I compete every play. And I just play ball. I'm not scared. I'm not a guy that's not confident. I'm a very confident guy. I'm not a cocky guy, but just a confident guy. I feel like I just like to go play ball, and I'm a guy that just love ball and love to compete doing it and have fun doing it. A lot of guys just do it for whatever reason they got, but I do it because I love the game and it's fun. And so I just go out here and compete and have fun doing it.
Hey, Darius, you touched on this already, but what were your notions of the culture that the Eagles have created just a few years after a Super Bowl, and what have you learned in the last few weeks as well?
Say again?
You touched on this, but what did you know about the Eagles culture? What were your perceptions of the Eagles culture before coming in, just a few years removed from the Super Bowl for the Birds? And what have you learned in the last few weeks about the culture you're stepping into?
That they from top down, from the fans, from the ownership, from the players, that everybody is like a brotherhood, honest brotherhood, man. They show a lot of love. Talking to Fletcher, man, that will really convince me to this is where I need to be. Because he was just telling me nothing but positive things. And, they're consistent, man. They've been going to the playoffs, something I haven't been doing and something I look forward to doing. So I want to be a part of something great. And so I was just looking forward to this, moving on. And Fletcher was really putting in my head, like, this is where you need to be, man. This is where it's at, man. We winning. The fans will love you. Everything. So I was like, man, this is what it is. And I just told him I'm with it. Let's go. So I'm looking forward to seeing this new start for me and this new adventure. And I'm ready to do whatever to help the team win.
When did you have that conversation with Fletcher?
When I had it probably the night of it, the night before the trade. He just talking to me, man. He just said, "Oh man, I heard we trying to get you," and I said, "Shoot." He said, and I said, "Well," and he just started explaining to me what to expect from here, man. From the Philly, the fans, and from the owners. He said, man, the owners are straightforward, they're honest with you. He said, the players, man, they treat each other like brothers. They go out there and play ball for each other. And, he said, the fans gonna go crazy. So he said, they gonna let you know when you're playing good, and they gonna let you know when you're playing bad. So I said, I look forward to that. I'm gonna know if I'm playing bad myself.
Hey Darius, as a follow up to that, the Eagles have been looking for a number one cornerback for a long time. They've signed guys, traded, drafted guys high. How will you handle the pressure, the attention that comes with that?
Well, shoot, I had a lot of pressure already because Detroit probably was in like the same similar situation. Me coming out to the draft, they drafted me early, and I only played 1 year SEC ball, so they drafted me early, took a chance on me. So a lot of guys were like, oh man, they go Detroit Lions draft another corner, they ain't got no kind of experience. But then I panned out pretty well, So I don't really don't consider that no pressure for me, because like I said, I have fun. It's not a pressure thing for me. I just like to go out there and play ball. And I did everything I did. I posted that I did as a player. The money I was making with Detroit, 3 Pro Bowls and 3 years on my contract. So I try to do my best, and I always try to outplay everything I do. So I try to outplay my contract, and that's what I did. And so it's not no pressure for me. It's just gonna be all about me trying to be consistent, and me just trying to learn the defense, and me just trying to find a way to make plays to get the offense more chances to score.
We'll do a couple more for Darius, please.
Huh?
Hey, Darius, do you remember that draft? The Eagles were considering taking you, I think, the spot before you were selected by Detroit. Do you remember that process and their interest?
Yeah. What's crazy is I talked to Philly the night before the draft because I already knew after I had an issue going on coming out with my meniscus when I was coming out for the draft that I'll go slip out the first, and it was Philly and Detroit, and they told me we go either draft you or somebody else. I forgot who they were saying. And then Detroit told me if I'm there to go draft me. So sure enough, soon as Philly picked Ertz, Detroit called me within 5 seconds. It wasn't that long. So I kind of knew where I was going after that.
Hey Darius, if excuse me. If you guys don't have OTAs and if spring looks a little different going into next year, with so many pieces in the secondary, so many new guys coming in, moving parts, how can you build chemistry this offseason and prepare so that when or if things get started later this summer, you guys can pick up quickly?
That's the tricky. We don't really know, with this going on, the virus and stuff going on. I don't know how that's going to operate. I honestly think that if the year start off late, the league either probably push it back just because, like a guy like me, I go train for a whole month and a half as hard as I can, preparing for a condition test or whatever, preparing for training camp of practices. And the fact that we can't, a lot of guys, gyms not open because of the virus, it's kind of hard to prepare yourself for stuff like that. And then, OTAs, that's the chemistry time. So if we're trying to get chemistry in training camp, and then we got, a game within our first game within a month and a half, if that's going to be, difficult. There's going to be a lot of miscommunication, misunderstanding. But from a professional standpoint, we probably just got to put a lot more extra work in and try to figure it out. But but right now that's going to be tough trying to get a chemistry going. Definitely when we miles away from each other.